Hello, welcome to the Special Days Bulletin. Today in Special Days, we'll be discussing about the special days in the month of June. So in June, what are the special days we celebrate throughout the world as well as in India? We'll be discussing today. This bulletin is recorded in November 2018. So the days which we are discussing is concerned with June 2018. So the organizations and the themes they have selected is for June 2018. So let's get into World Milk Day is celebrated on June 1st of every month. So this World Milk Day, it is established by Food and Agriculture Organization, known by the acronym FAO of United Nations. This is to recognize the importance of milk as a global food. So it has been observed on June 1st of every year since 2001. So on this date, it is intended to provide an opportunity to bring attention to the activities concerned to dairy sector. Means they are going to promote it in the sense of important nutritious food. So dairy is very important. As a nutritious food, it is going to be promoted. So the theme for 2018 World Milk Day is Drink, Move, Be Strong. June 1st is also celebrated as Global Day of Parents all over the world. The Global Day of Parents, it is observed on 1st June of every year. It has been started from 2012. United Nations General Assembly, it has declared June 1st as Global Day of Parents. So this day, it honors parents all over the world. So this day, it provides an opportunity to appreciate parents for their selfless commitment to children. Telangana Statehood Day, or say Telangana Formation Day, it is celebrated on June 2nd, 2018. So Telangana, it has celebrated its 4th year of formation in 2018. It became India's 29th state on 2nd June 2014, following its separation from Andhra Pradesh. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed his wishes to Telangana people. International Sex Worker Rights Day, or say International Oars Day. It is observed annually on June 2nd of every year. It honors sex workers and recognizes their often exploited working conditions. So this event, it commemorates occupation of Église Saint Niger in Lyon by more than 100 sex workers. This happened on June 2nd, 1975. In 1975, in Lyon, hundreds of sex workers have gathered on this day, that is June 2nd. So it has been celebrated annually since 1976. In German, it is known as Oars Day, means a Huren Tag. It is known as Oars Day. June 3rd, 2018 is celebrated as First World Bicycle Day all over the world. So this World Bicycle Day is going to be celebrated from 2018. So 2018 3rd June, first Bicycle Day was celebrated. The World Bicycle Day, it has been coined to honor the uniqueness and longevity and versatility of the bicycle and the environmental and health benefits of using bicycle as a mode of transport. National Cancer Survivor Day is also observed on 3rd June. International Day of Innocent Children, Victims of Aggression, is observed on 4th June of every year. On 19th August 1982, the United Nations General Assembly, it has declared 4th June as International Day of Innocent Children, Victims of Aggression. So this day is observed to acknowledge the pain suffered by children throughout the world who are victims of physical, mental and emotional abuse. This day is observed by United Nations. Originally, it focused on the victims of 1982 Lebanon War, but later on, it identified all over the world the innocent children who are victims of aggression. World Environment Day is observed on June 5th. World Environment Day, it occurs on 5th of June every year, and United Nations principal vehicle for encouraging awareness and action for the protection of our environment. This day was first observed in 1974. What is the theme of World Environment Day 2018? Is Beat Plastic Pollution. The host nation for World Environment Day 2018 is India. Next comes International Day for Fight Against Illegal, Unreported and Unregulated Fishing. So International Day for the fight against illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. It is observed on 5th June of every year. In December 2017, the United Nations General Assembly declared 5th June as International Day for the fight against illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. So these illegal activities are affecting the fisheries and also the livelihood of people who are having fishing as their livelihood, or we can say fishermen. 6th June of every year, it is observed as Russian Language Day. So United Nations celebrates this day. The Russian Language Day, it is observed from 2010 on 6th June. So this date was established by UNESCO. The UN Russian Language Day, it also coincides with Alexander Pushkin birthday, who is a Russian poet, and he is also called as father of Russian modern literature. This day, what they will be doing, they focus on cultural events, readings, plays and musics concerned to Russian language. World Brain Tumor Day, it is observed on 8th June all over the world. The World Brain Tumor Day, it is celebrated on 8th June from year 2000. It was first observed by German Brain Tumor Association. This date helps to create awareness among the public about the brain. This date also focuses on helping people suffering from brain tumor. So what is brain tumor? Brain tumor is developed in brain cells. The brain cells multiply abnormally in an uncontrolled manner. So to bring an awareness about brain tumor, a particular day is allocated. That is 8th June 2018. World Oceans Day is observed on June 8th of every year. On 5th December 2008, United Nations General Assembly, it has declared 8th June as World Oceans Day. The action theme for World Oceans Day 2018, preventing plastic pollution and encouraging solutions for a healthy ocean. So why is this World Oceans Day celebrated? World Oceans Day, it is celebrated to highlight the major role played by oceans in our lives. So oceans, how much important they are for us, what are the major role they are going to play, they played in our lives. This date creates awareness about impact of human actions on oceans. So how is human action affecting the oceans? So bringing such awareness is the main aim of observing this day. Green Mizoram Day is observed on June 11th of every year. On this day, government employees, students and members of NGOs plant a large number of trees in Mizoram. The Green Mizoram Day, it is observed since 1999. So Mizoram Chief Minister is Lal Tanhavla. He inaugurated the Green Mizoram Day 2018 this year. World Day Against Child Labour, every year on 12th June is observed from 2002, the year 2002. In 2002, International Labour Organization ILO, it declared 12th June as World Day Against Child Labour. So why is this day actually observed? The day, it was introduced to focus on the extent of child labour worldwide and the efforts required to eliminate it. So how many children are being suffered because of child labour and what we are to do to eliminate it. So what is the theme for World Day Against Child Labour 2018? The theme for World Day Against Child Labour 2018 is Generation Safe and Healthy. Generation Safe and Healthy. International Albinism Awareness Day is observed on 13th June all over the world. What is albinism? Albinism, it is a genetic condition that causes a very little or no pigmentation in the skin. So we see some people are too much white in color. We understand that they are having some sort of disease. So that is albinism. So they are having too much pigmentation or no pigmentation. So International Albinism Awareness Day, it is observed on 13th June all over the world. In 2014, United Nations General Assembly, it has declared 13th June as International Albinism Awareness Day. This with effect from 2015. So from 2015 we have been celebrating this. So what is the theme for International Albinism Awareness Day 2018? shining our light to the world. Next comes World Blood Donor Day. World Blood Donor Day is celebrated all over the world on 14th June. World Blood Donor Day is observed to thank the voluntary unpaid soldiers or unpaid blood donors for blood donation and to create awareness on regular blood donations. The theme of World Blood Donor Day 2018 is blood donation as an action of solidarity. Blood donation as an action of solidarity. The slogan for World Blood Donor Day 2018 is be there for someone else, give blood, share life. Be there for someone else, give blood, share life. Every year June 15 is observed as World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. World Elder Abuse Awareness Day is observed on 15th June of every year all over the world. So the International Network for the Prevention of Elder Abuse first observed World Elder Abuse Awareness Day in 2006. It was officially declared by United Nations General Assembly as a World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, and they started to observe this from 2011 continuously. The theme for World Elder Abuse Awareness Day 2018 is Building Strong Support for Elders. Building Strong Support for Elders. 16th June of every year is observed as International Day of Family Remittance all over the world. 16th June is observed as International Day of Family Remittances all over the world. This day was adopted by United Nations General Assembly. The first International Day of Family Remittances, it was celebrated on 16th June 2015 for the first time. So this day, it actually aims to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, one family at a time, is the theme of 2018 International Day of Family Remittances. World Day to Combat Desertification. World Day to Combat Desertification is celebrated on June 17th all over the world. The World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought. It is observed every year on 17 June. This day is observed to promote public awareness of international efforts to combat desertification. 2018, what is the theme of this World Day to Combat Desertification? It is Land Has True Value, Invest in It. Land has true value, invest in it. So World Day to Combat Desertification, it was established by United Nations General Assembly 23 years ago. This is to raise the awareness on global and national actions that address desertification. So you can't leave the land and go. Land has so much of value. So don't degrade the land and don't result in the conditions of drought. International Picnic Day. It is celebrated on June 18th of every year all over the world. Charity events, school picnics and various types of group meals etc. are held to commemorate this day. So the word picnic, it actually originated from French language. So what is a picnic? We all know from from childhood we are very much interested in picnics. So it relates to informal outdoor meal. So picnic, it became a popular time pass in France after the French Revolution. So International Picnic Day, it is celebrated on 18th June every year. Sustainable Gastronomy Day. Sustainable Gastronomy Day, it is celebrated on 18th of June every year. In 2016, United Nations General Assembly, it has declared 18th June as a Sustainable Gastronomy Day. So observance of this Sustainable Gastronomy Day, it acknowledges gastronomy as a cultural expression related to the natural and cultural diversity of the world. So through gastronomy we can know where the person is living, etc. So it is natural and cultural diversity of the world. Sustainable gastronomy, it can play a major role in promoting agricultural development, food security, nutrition, sustainable food production and conservation of biodiversity. 19th June is also observed as International Day for Elimination of Sexual Violence in Conflict. The effects of the conflict-related sexual violence, it has been echoing across generations through trauma, stigma, poor health, and unwanted pregnancies. So, to bring an awareness, United Nations has declared 19th June as International Day for Elimination of Sexual Violence in Conflict. The theme for 2018 International Day for Elimination of Sexual Violence in Conflict is the plight and rights of children born of war. The plight and rights of children born of war. World Refugee Day is observed on June 20th of every year. This date honors the courage and perseverance of millions of refugees. The theme for World Refugee Day 2018 is Now More Than Ever, we need to stand with refugees. Now, more than ever, we need to stand with refugees. In 2000, United Nations has declared June 20th as World Refugee Day. This day marks the anniversary of 1951 Convention related to status of refugees. International Yoga Day is celebrated all over the world on 21st June. This is the 4th International Yoga Day. The main event of 4th International Yoga Day was held at Forest Research Institute in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. The theme for International Yoga Day 2018 is Yoga for Peace. Yoga demonstrations are held across the world in several foreign countries as well. World Music Days are celebrated all over the world on 21st June 2018. This World Music Day is also known as Make Music Day. It is celebrated every year on 21st June. On Music Day, people play music in public areas. Free concerts are organized. So these celebrations are initiated by the French Minister of Culture, and it was celebrated in Paris from 1982. This day is celebrated in 120 countries throughout the world. International Olympic Day is celebrated on 23rd June 2018. So every year it is celebrated on June 23rd. This commemorates the birth of modern Olympic Games on 23rd June 1894 at Paris. So this Olympic date was introduced in 1948. The Olympic Day Run, it is an international Olympic event promoting mass participation of sports held in June, organized by National Olympic Committee. International Widows Day is also observed on June 23rd. International Widows Day, it is a global awareness day that is observed on 23rd June every year. So this day was introduced to address poverty and injustice faced by widows and their children in many countries. The day was launched by the United Nations in 2010 to raise awareness of the violation of human rights that widows suffer in many countries following the death of their spouses. United Nations Public Service Day is celebrated on 23rd June of every year. The United Nations Public Service Day celebrates the value and virtue of public service to the community. It highlights the contribution of public service in the development process. It recognizes the work of public servants, and it encourages several young people to pursue careers in public sector. Since the first award ceremony in 2003, the United Nations has received an increasing number of submissions from all over the world. The theme for 2018 United Nations Public Service Day is Transforming Governance to Realize the Sustainable Development Goals. Transforming Governance to Realize the Sustainable Development Goals. International Fairy Day is celebrated on June 24th. So this International Fairy Day, it honors fantasy, imagination, and a little pixie dust come collectively. So these tiny mythical creatures have captivated myth and legend for generations. Folk stories are immortalized throughout animated stories like field displays and children books. So there are brownies and fairies that barely favored the delightful looking fairies depicted in the film and art. 25th June is observed as Day of Seafarer across the world by International Maritime Organization IMO. It is concerned with the seafarers' well-being. To give further exposure to this important issue, the Seafarer theme for 2018, it was chosen to be Seafarers' Well-being. So some campaigns are conducted on the eve of this Day of Seafarer. So in this campaigns, it is sought to highlight and showcase the best practices and good examples, but also concerned about the shortcomings of seafarers and the solutions. International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. It was celebrated on June 26th of every year. In the year 1987, United Nations General Assembly, it has declared 26 June as the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. The theme for International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking 2018 is Listen First. Listening to children and youth is the first step to help them grow healthy and safe. So listen first. Listening to children and youth is the first step to help them grow healthy and safe. International Day in support of victims of torture is observed on 26 June every year. This day is observed to speak out against the crime of torture and to honor and support the victims and survivors throughout the world. So this is the day in which they pay respects to those who endured the unimaginable conditions. So this is also an occasion in the world to speak against the unspeakable. On this International Day in support of victims of torture, they express solidarity with and support for hundreds of thousands of victims who have emerged out of such sufferings. This day is observed by United Nations General Assembly. United Nations observes this day all over the world as an International Day in support of victims of torture. 27th June is observed as Micro, Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises Day. The United Nations General Assembly, it has declared 27th June as Micro, Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises Day in the year 2017. So the theme of MSME Day 2018 is the youth dimension. The youth dimension. So what does this MSME Day highlight? MSME Day highlights the strong contribution of businesses worldwide to livelihoods, communities and economies. It also highlights the need to support MSMEs towards their success. Next comes the International Day of Tropics. International Day of Tropics is celebrated all over the world on 29 June. So why is this day chosen? On 29th June 2014, Aung San Suu Kyi has launched first state tropics report. In 2016, the United Nations General Assembly, it has declared it as the International Day of Tropics. Statics Day is being observed on June 29 every year. On June 29th, Ministry of Statistics and Program, Implementation and Indian Statistics Institute, both of them together, they celebrated 12th Statistics Day. This marks the 125th birth anniversary of Professor P.C. Mahalanobis on 29 June at Kolkata. The theme selected for the Statistics Day of 2018 is Quality Assurance in Official Statistics. Quality Assurance in Official Statistics. The Vice President of India released a commemorative coin of Rs 125 and a coin of Rs 5 denomination to mark respect towards Professor Mahalanobis. The first International Day of Parliamentarism was observed on 30th June all over the world. 30th June is celebrated as the first International Day of Parliamentarism from 1889. On 1889, 30th June, the Inter-Parliamentary Union was established. This day celebrates parliaments and the ways in which parliamentary systems of government enhance the day-to-day lives of people. So the importance of parliamentary system and how the parliaments improve the day-to-day lives of people. To create some awareness, International Day of Parliamentarism is being celebrated. It is first time celebrated in 2018. This is all about the special days in the month of June. So see you in the next bulletin. Thank you.